WandaVision episode 3 premiered today, actually, today.
Yeah.
We both seen it. Shoot on your thoughts. Shoot from the hip. Shoot on your thoughts.
Really short episode, I think. Really short. I think it was one of the shortest episodes that I've seen from
That's
out of the three.
That's because you only got one.
That's true. That's true.
That's why it felt like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, excuse me. It's the first cigarette of the day. You know what that's like.
Yeah. I think it's there weren't a lot of like Easter eggs on this one, other than the fact that spoilers, right?
It's always spoilers. This is a spoiler show. We talk about everything.
So we know that she's giving birth to the two kids that we were expecting, which is Tim and Bobby. No, not Bobby.
You're absolutely right. In the comic books, their names were Thomas and William. So Billy and Tom and Tommy.
Billy and Tommy. I just think they changed their last name though, so they're not like Billy and Tommy Wanda or whatever the fuck.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter their last name. These are the same characters. But here's what happens in the comic book is that basically, if I'm correct, if I'm wrong, fucking comic geeks out there, please call me out in the comments. But if I remember correctly, in the comics, Mephisto is behind this. Mephisto creates these kids, puts them there, and she thinks they had them. And and so when those kids are taken away because they're not really real, she fucking really loses her fucking mind. And that's when the House of M begins, and basically she starts altering reality and shit like that, and the Avengers want to pretty much kill her because she's a danger to humanity and reality in general. And so the X-Men are all like, no, you can't kill her, she's one of us. And that's how we get Avengers versus X-Men. I don't think this is where this is going. They're just kind of pulling stuff from that story. We're not going to see Avengers versus X-Men here in the next 2-3 movies. No. It's not going to happen. But they're pulling stuff.
It's going to be 2024 or something like that.
They're pulling stuff from comic books. They're doing their own thing in the MCU. They are doing their own thing, but they're just pulling from here and pulling from there. They pull more from the Ultimate Universe, which doesn't exist anymore in the comics. But they pull more from there. What else did you notice in that episode?
Okay, so another thing that I noticed was that now she's a little bit more aware of what she's been involved with or what she is encaged in.
Well, they both are. They both are, and the characters now are also aware.
Yeah.
Remember, everyone's
you
all
can see
like
it from the neighbor, both neighbors.
Mm-hmm. Even when that guy was with the hedge clipper, and he was cutting it, and he was cutting into the fucking brick.
Yeah. He was fighting it, basically. That's how I felt like.
Because I think it is, honestly, they're in the bubble, and you saw it at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
They're in the bubble, just like I said, and they send agents in there. SWORD is sending agents to investigate, and when they go in there, boom, they're trapped. They become Mr. Neighbor and Mrs. Wife. And they can't. They're trying to get out, but they can't. That's why the doctor says. The doctor told Vision, it's like, what about your vacation? And then the doctor's all like, we just can't leave. Because he knows, like, we can't leave. We're stuck here. We're fucked.
Yeah.
And but it does seem that it's Wanda who's doing it. Because Wanda figured out that girl was not who she said she was, and Wanda fucking
she saw that
shot her the fuck out of there. She shot her the fuck out of there,
Yeah. Funny thing, the doctor at the middle or the beginning of the show, he said we're gonna go on vacation on the Bermuda, like the Bermuda Triangle, where basically a lot of people got lost and disappeared.
Oh, no, I didn't even catch that.
It's a little like thing that I was like, oh yeah, that's a cool.
I found it kind of weird. Like sometimes I feel like she is doing it, but I'm starting to think maybe they are going to bring Mephisto into this. No,
they are. They definitely are. I think that she initiated this phenomenon and then Sword got, information about this. They started going in there and they trying to control her power because she's very fucking powerful. This
she
lady
could fucking end reality.
Exactly.
And change it all, to do anything she wants. Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, Sword is trying to contain it. But I still say that Agatha Harkness, which is Agnes, I think she's the one that made her go crazy, or she's the one behind it. Even though Wanda's doing it, I think she's the one behind it. But now she's trapped in the bubble too, and she can't get out. And it's gonna be like the person who sent Agatha is probably gonna be Mephisto.
Okay, so I think the how it started, it's her out of mourning. She started this phenomenon. She is in her own bubble, and then the freaking witch noticed that and saw an opportunity to, get in there and try to manipulate the situation so that she can get something out of Mephisto. Because, like, she's basically in cahoots with Mephisto's. Mephisto wants 2 children for himself.
Yeah.
And she said, like, I can help you out, man. I'll do it for you. And now she's trapped in there too, but she's trying to manipulate it.
That's why she wasn't, her husband that was all like trying to tell Vision, and she kept telling him no.
To me, it was a little short. I think the credits were a lot longer, but yeah, you know what? Honestly, I wish they would put all these episodes at the same time so we can binge watch it.
Yeah, but that's what they don't want, because then people stop subscribing to it.
Yeah, I guess. And they do want to create some kind of like...
Since you're waiting for these episodes, January's about to end, so you have to pay for February as well to finish watching them. That's true. They're being so fucking smart. Because as soon as WandaVision ends, the last episode, the next week, I think, or the next week or two, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier. So you're still gonna keep on paying. They're smart. They're smart. Yeah, that's good business. As long as they're putting out good quality, fucking entertaining shit, give them your money. It helps the economy.
It's not that much either. It's $5, man. Come on.
Is it really? I thought it was 13 or some shit.
No, it's $5.
$5, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I got.
I use a VPN.
We should. All right. You and your fucking VPN.
No, I'm just saying. Anyways, I guess let's break the ice here.
All right.
They mentioned, Monica Rambeau mentioned when she told her, you used to have a brother, or I used to have a brother, and then Monica Rambeau remembers while she's trapped in there, and she goes, he died. Ultron killed him. And that's when Scarlet Witch kind of gets angry. Who are you? How do you know that? And then she fucking shoots her out of her reality. But the big thing is that she said Quicksilver. She mentioned Quicksilver, Pietro, her brother, her supposed twin brother, right? Even though they kind of don't look alike. Maybe they're just paternal. Anyways. Yeah. Is Pietro coming back? That's what everyone was wondering. And that's what they put in your head. Well, recently on Twitter, we had the actor Rodi Martin. And he is it Rodi Martin.
Rodri Martin.
He is the voice. Okay, so when they fucking film any movie and it's shown in another country, they do show the movie with American voices with the captions if you want to go, but then they do a dubbed version for people who don't know how to read, and they get actors who they think could fit the voice, and they dub the voices basically. Rodi Martin is the fucking guy who has been voicing Pedro Maximoff in the X-Men films. He has been voicing the voice of Quicksilver in the X-Men films.
In Spanish.
In Spain. they asked him to come back and dub the vocals for Evan Peters in WandaVision.
Yep.
So
he spilled the beans.
Not only did he spill the beans, I mean, look, I'm gonna let my friend down here translate it directly because he's probably better at it than I am, and then we'll talk about it. Read the tweet, Brass.
So in English, it says, since yesterday, now you have available Disney Plus ES, which I'm guessing is Disney Plus España, Spain. And then it says Scarlet Witch Vision,
which is
WandaVision. The first
WandaVision.
series of Marvel Studios, where I have the privilege of coming back to give the voice of Evan Peters on the
role,
who is Pietro.
Yeah, the role of Pietro.
So he's coming back in some way or form in this series.
Yes, but here's the craziness, and I know why they're doing this, because it is about reality altering and shit. It's not going to be the Quicksilver from the MCU. It's the Quicksilver from the Fox universe. So when she sees her brother, she's going to be like, "Oh, Pietro," and she goes, "Why do you look different?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait. Well.
You're Pietro. I know you are, but you look different. I don't know why you look different or what it is about you, but you're not the same.
So he could be the guy who did the voice of the X-Men series, Pietro, Quicksilver, but man, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he's voicing the character of the guy who played it in the MCU. Who played it in the MCU? Hang on.
I have no fucking clue, but that's
I do remember. It's the guy from Kick-Ass.
Up on the picture.
It's the guy from Kick-Ass.
I'm not sure.
What's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson played Quicksilver in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he died in the same movie that he basically came out in. Evan Peters fucking played Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, the universe that basically sucked. And I gotta say, he was probably one of the best parts in that fucking universe. Every time he had a scene, and I loved it. He was great.
He was really good.
Honestly, he as a Quicksilver, to me, I think he was better than Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah. But whatever. But there's two possibilities, like you're thinking. Quicksilver's gonna come out and he's gonna look like Evan Peters is gonna come out and he's gonna be like, "Hey, Wanda," and she'd be like, "Oh, my brother, I missed you. Wait a minute, you look a little different. What's going on?" Or it's gonna be Aaron Taylor Johnson back as Quicksilver, but the voice actor in Spain who used to voice the other guy is now gonna voice this guy. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but basically the voice actor is just going to voice the other Quicksilver. Instead of voicing this Quicksilver, he's going to voice this Quicksilver.
Yeah. But then again, like...
What do you think it is? What do you think?
I think it's... Okay, so let's, for the benefit of the doubt, let's think this guy is not an idiot and he didn't post the wrong picture. Let's just say that it's the right picture, the right character, and they're pulling Quicksilver from a different fucking universe. A different
another reality. Yeah, universe, multiverse. The multiverse. This is how it leads into Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness. Oh wow, is that how we're getting the X-Men? They're gonna pull them in from another reality.
Wow. Isn't that fucking interesting?
It is interesting. Now, are we getting the X-Men these young X-Men that we know? Is that what we're getting?
I don't know. That would be fucking interesting.
It sounds like it. Imagine getting, what's her name? Jennifer Mystique?
Lawrence?
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence again as Mystique in the MCU.
I wouldn't mind that.
Or fucking McAvoy and Fassbender?
Dude.
As Magneto and...
Those two guys were great, actually.
Yes.
I didn't mind them at all.
They were great.
They were fucking amazing.
Imagine pulling them in as young, like the way they are right now. Oh, my God. The only thing is, we would need Hugh Jackman, Logan.
Oh my God!
But he died. But they killed him. He died.
And then we get Deadpool.
No, Deadpool's coming. That has been confirmed. That sure. There's a Deadpool.
I don't think we've talked about that. it's gonna come back. I mean, they already said
we'll save that for
we
another
are gonna
day.
get a Deadpool.
Yeah, they've said we are, and it's gonna be R-rated.
Yeah.
I don't know what platform they're gonna release it. I don't know if it's gonna be a movie, but they said it is gonna be a movie. R-rated, and it's a Deadpool. Yeah. Back to Scarlet Witch without getting off the fucking subject like you always do. This is huge.
I know it is.
It's kind of insane. I don't know. When?
By the way, kids, this is why it's good to know 2 languages.
I think it's going to happen next episode because already they mentioned him this episode. Mm-hmm. So already they set it up so that next episode.
I wonder if he really fucked up and he's going to get fired after this because he already spilled the beans.
Well, I mean, this is in Spain, and just because somebody's following him over here in America, it's not his fault.
Oh, do you really think Americans?
No, you know what?
Americans are that stupid?
He'll get reprimanded in the way that he'll get a deduction in his pay. And they said you can bitch about it, or you cannot have a job, or you can just take this paycheck with a deduction because you fucked up. Just take the paycheck, dude, and stop tweeting. Everybody, delete your fucking Twitters, your Facebooks. Social media is unhealthy, and I'm sorry, but it basically ruins your life and your brain. It rots your brain. Anyways, moving on. That's I guess that's all we got to say about WandaVision episode 3. It was to me finally we got a good episode. Finally.
It was good. It was good. I mean, things unfolded finally. I guess that's what the good take out of this is that things are unfolding. We finally see the screen going from this to this, and
yeah.
Sure,
you know what?
I'm pretty sure.
I had not even noticed it until they did it. I was just like, holy shit! Have I been watching it like this whole time? And I went back and looked, and yes, I have. I've been watching it like
we grew up with that kind of fucking screen.
Yeah, we did.
I guess it took us back to like, oh yeah,
this is normal. This was how we grew up. We grew up with fucking a square, true. While you bitches have a fucking rectangle. Enjoy it.
Yeah, well, we had a little fucking square.
Hey, if you like shit like this, check out the full podcast on the link to the right. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to stay tuned for our weekly podcast. Peace.